Hey everyone, welcome to Puddingwood Avenue. Today we're going to have a look at some of my finished objects and some works in progress. Hi everyone, welcome to Puddingwood Avenue. My name is Beanie. So today I thought I'd show you some of my finished objects, what I've been working on this week, and also some of my works in progress, my WIPs, if you will. So WIPs is another acronym that we use in the crochet world, so it stands for work in progress. And so I have quite a few of those. A new project comes along, or some new yarn comes along, a new YouTube tutorial comes along, and I gotta try that, and I put down what I've got and I start a new one, seriously. But let's start with the things I've actually finished this week. So as you've seen previously, I have just recently put out a simple textured scarf tutorial. And so I've made two of those in scarf size, and one of them I've turned it into a cowl. And to go along with that, I've also released a textured beanie tutorial to go along that matches the scarves. So let's have a look at what I've got here. First one's on top. So here is a purple one. So it's just a lovely little beanie. And a cowl. So I'm just going to pop the cowl on to show you. So this was just worked like a beanie, like a scarf this way, and then I've done the join. And so you just pop it on over your head like this, and just rearrange. It's good if you don't like scarves and they hang everywhere. I don't mind these. Sometimes I get a little claustrophobic with them around my neck, but between that and the beanie, it's a nice little set to have. Okay, so that's the purple set. I then also made, and I've made these for my school's fete that's coming up. So anyone up on the Atherton Tablelands, pop along to the Land State School fete. So here is the textured beanie. The green one has tassels on the end, and the green, that's the scarf, not a beanie. Here's the green scarf. You can see the texture through it, and it's good because the texture runs on the front and also on the back. So where it's not here, it's actually running through on the back. And then we've got turned it inside out, the beanie that goes with it. And you can see that texture is the same that's on the scarf. I've made a blue set. Blue set is just a straight scarf. And the beanie to match. And then I've also made this colorway is called raspberry. Just the beanie. They're so easy to do. I can whip up one in a couple of hours, just under 2 hours, I think. I haven't made a matching scarf. I've actually made two beanies out of this skein of yarn, and I might have enough to make a cowl, so I'll see how I go. And so those items are going to the fete for my school in about the middle of September. All of these have been done with Stylecraft Special DK, so a size 3 weight yarn. In the skein, they don't feel particularly soft. I don't have any out. They're actually in a tote right up the top there. So that's what I've done so far. The other thing I've tried to do this week as well is some little amigurumi toys. Now, I've just dropped one on the floor. I can make the pieces of amigurumi really well, not a problem. But when it comes to putting things together, I don't like the way they turn out. So this little cat here, that is cute though, right? So this is a little cat that I made. I made it out of it's right here. Not very organized, am I? I made this out of this chenille sort of yarn that I picked up from Lincraft. So if you're in Australia, we have two big box yarn stores or craft stores. One of them is Spotlight and the other one is Lincraft. I picked this up. It's a huge ball. It's called grey, believe it or not. and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, sort of, but it's got sparkle in it. It's beautiful. So it's actually the Lincraft brand maker. Now, I'm sort of turning into a little bit of a yarn snob in my old age, and I don't tend to buy the store brand yarn. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with this. It's really easy to work up with. It's so it's sort of chenille. It's very, very soft. It's beautiful. It's very, very soft. Plus it's got the sparkle in it. It's called Spirit Glitter. Spirit Glitter. I actually didn't look at the name of it before. It's called Spirit Glitter. I love it. Okay, so it's 92.5% polyester, 7.5% metallic, and there's 391 meters in this skein of yarn. I did buy it with the thought of making some toys. He looks cuter. He's cute, but he looks really cute in the camera. So I made the kitty cat first. It's a tutorial that's on a website, on a YouTube channel, and it's called DIY Fluffies. I'll put the link for that YouTube channel below. This was really quite easy to do, and if I didn't really want to, I didn't have to put the tail on the back. Isn't he so cute? And I could have just done that and turned it into a lovey, a blanket for a baby with a toy head, because the ears, you don't have to sew them on. They're all part of the body. I need to find more patterns like that because I don't, I can make all the parts, but putting them together is a little winky wonky, and I'll show you what I mean. So the other little amigurumi I made was this. Isn't that the cutest little thing you've ever seen? Let me just put this back in the bag where it was. Dust and dog hair is my life, remember? So, this is called the Sleeping Baby Dino Tiny. There is a bigger version of it on the website. I cannot pronounce the name of the lovely lady who makes them. I think she's Spanish, and she has the most gorgeous accent, and the pattern is so easy to follow. So here is my little guy here. He's so cute. But you know, his legs are a little winky wonky. Again, not really good at that. But the good part is the head, the body, and the tail is all one piece. All I had to do was sew on his legs, and of course his spines. And when you read the pattern, oh, there's no tutorial. It's a written pattern. So when I read the pattern, I thought, that's interesting. How's that going to turn into spines? But they did miraculously in front of my eyes. It's fantastic. So it is actually quite an easy little project. I will link that below because it's a website, and it is a written tutorial. It's a written pattern. It's not a YouTube tutorial. Spit your words out. And so those are the few things that I've actually started and finished in the last week. Now let's have a look at some things that have been ongoing for a little while. Now I'm kind of cheating because my beautiful poncho, this is a bag a day pattern, and it's quite simple to do. I'm cheating because I'm still working on it. I had to get some more yarn because I made it out of one, and it went to about, where did I start? I know the row. Yep, I've only just started. So it was a little bit, I like more of my body covered. So I had to wait a whole year for this to come back into store because being in Australia, we don't always have yarn available all the time. And so this is a Karen Skinny Cakes, I think. Let me have a look. Let's not tangle it up. Yep, Karen Inspirations, Karen Skinny Cakes. And this one is called Burnt Toffee. Yep, Burnt Toffee. I picked this one up from Spotlight about 6 weeks or so ago, and it was on special for $10.50, which is a bargain because sometimes they can be up to $17. I think I've seen them $21. The bonus too is my beautiful local yarn shop, the Cross Stitch Corner here in Malanda. What's her name? Rosemary. Sorry, Rosemary. Rosemary sells these too, and sometimes she is cheaper than Spotlight. So always check out your local yarn stores. You just never know what's going on. So I had to wait for that, and so I've just started adding. I've added 1, 2, 3 more rows. I'm just about to start the next row because I want to make it longer. And I can't decide whether I'm going to make it a triangular poncho or whether to make it square. I kind of think I like it like that. And I might join the under the slit. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but yeah. So that's another work in progress. But this is a bag o' day pattern. If you haven't been on Crystal's channel, I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself over here, but the camera's actually over there. If you haven't seen Crystal from Bag o' Day and her amazing channel, she has 1,000. I think she's up to 1,000 YouTube tutorials. She does yarn reviews. She does just amazing, how to do just simple stitches, how to make lots of things. She's amazing. She is actually my first person that I follow on YouTube. She is incredible. Check out her channel. I will link her below as well. Okay, so speaking about waiting for more yarn, let me just put my pins over here. I started this blanket using yarn from Hobby. Now, Hobby or Hobie, whichever way you want to say it. So I say Hobby because it's easy. So Hobby is a yarn company that's in Denmark. And they have amazing products. There is, that's Hobby, that's Hobby, that's Hobby, that's Hobby, that's Hobby, that's Hobby, no, that's Hobby, that's Hobby. Nearly all of this shelf is Hobby. The yarn is fantastic. It can be on a little on the expensive side, but they always have sales. So if you're looking to buy some really exquisite yarn, jump onto Hobby website, Hobby, Hobbii, and just have a look. Again, if you see something you really like, just wait. It could come on special, and sometimes they have up to 60% off their specials. So, so this particular colorway it's a twister. Okay, so that's one there. I had to wait for it to come. I got a certain way, and I'm almost to the end of the first one, and then I sort of stopped. So this is a twister. It is 55% cotton, 45% acrylic, and it's a very interesting yarn. So I started this one. It's going to be a big blanket. I started this one off as a circle, and then I'm slowly turning it into a square. The color change is all automatic, and how this particular yarn works, oh, I'm scared picking it up, is, oh, where's my bead? Do I have a bead on this one? Oh no, I don't have to. So it's very thin. What size, what weight is it? It's a 2-weight. Oh, there you go. I was looking for a 2-weight yarn when I was doing my weight of yarn sizes video. Didn't work very well, did it? Couldn't find a 2. Well, here's one now. So it's quite fine. It's very light, but the color changes are amazing because they happen one strand at a time. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. Can you see it's got a tiny little stripe of white in it? Well, slowly that will come through, and it will just go to the straight blue. And that's what's happened throughout the pattern. It started off with this bright blue, and then as we travel through, it just changes one of the threads into a different color, and it just keeps going and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. So I'm quite excited to get that finished and start the other ball. And I even have a third one over there. So I'm preparing to make that quite a large blanket. So that is one of my works in progress. And I probably, when did I start that? Probably Easter, but like I said, I've actually had to wait for yarn to come. Now, the other long-term project I have, I haven't done too bad because this is all done in single crochet, and this is a circular blanket. Some of you may have seen this on the Facebook page. This is a big circular blanket that I am making as a Christmas present. I'm not telling you who's getting it yet. And it is done with an alpaca yarn. So it's so soft and squishy, but look how vibrant those colors are. It's amazing. So I've used one ball, which is to here. And now I've just started the second one, and I'm going from, I'll show you what the yarn actually looks like, and I'll tell you what it is. So here is the ball of yarn. Oh, it's gonna be a mess. Here is the ball of yarn that I'm working with. Okay, so that's the colorway. So on the first ball I started with the dark purple and I've worked my way out. And this one I started on the outside with the dark green and I'm working my way back into the dark purple. So this is called, let me just pull the tag out for from the first one. This is a Yarn Art brand of yarn. It's called Flowers Alpaca. It is 20% alpaca and 80% acrylic, and there's 940 meters in this huge ball. That's a cake, isn't it? Cake of yarn. I can't tell you how amazingly squishy soft it is. So I have 2 of these to make for Christmas. I better hurry up. So this is that's the first one, and I'll show you the second one, the second colorway, and it's just here. So here is the second one. So this will be another blanket. Hopefully I'll have them both done by Christmas. Again, it's a Yarn Art Flowers Alpaca, and it is super squishy soft with that alpaca in it. It's just beautiful. So those are the things that I have on my hook at the moment. What projects have you got going on in your life? Is there anything that you'd like to start, or have you seen something that you'd like to try? Are you in the middle of a project? How many projects have you got going? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button if you like what you see. And thank you for joining me today. Hey, welcome to my new subscribers. I have a few new subscribers in the last couple of weeks. Thank you very much for joining me. For those of you who have been with me from the beginning, thank you very, very much. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so every time I do put a video out, that you actually get notified that I've started something new, that I've put a new video up. It might be a tutorial, it might be a yarn chat, it might be a whip and finished object video. It could be what's out in the garden. In the works, I have a out and about in nature compilation coming, where my husband and I and a friend of ours walked up to the top of a rather large hill. It nearly killed me, but it was worth it. It's so beautiful. And so I've got a few of those that I'll put together, so that for those of you who can't get out and about, or who don't know Australia country very well, especially rainforest, dry country, just so you can see what the amazing things are and where I live, and hopefully that encourages you to get out and have a look. So again, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't, please hit that like button on the way out, and I shall talk to you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.
Thanks again for watching. Click the like button if you like what you've seen today, and leave a comment below. Have I inspired you to have a go at your own project? Remember to click on the subscribe icon and also the notification bell, so you'll know when I post my next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!